So hello everybody at Action for Children and more widely. I'm Tony Hawkhead, as you know, and I'm here today at Worcester City Early Help on Takeover today, which is Friday the 20th of November. I don't want to say much more because I'm here with three young people who've come to join us today. I've got Joe here, I've got Hannah here, and I've got Jess here. So I'm going to ask Jess first of all, why did you come to Takeover today at Action for Children, Jess?
I think for me it was the fact that I'm incredibly interested in fundraising, and I think to be able to give back to people is really good, and I've just signed up to be a young ambassador. So.
Fantastic, that's brilliant, yeah. That's really good. Why did you come today, Hannah?
Because I feel better myself and helping other people, so I think that everyone in life deserves help from other people. Okay,
that's great, it's really fantastic. And you, Joe?
I was interested in how a charity actually works, the infrastructure within it. I've seen from the outside what charities do, but I want to see what they do.
What have you learned, you two, about what we do today? What have you liked to hear about?
I think it's just there's a lot more. When you're not in a charity, you just think, oh, they just raise money and do sponsored walks. But I think now you can see that a lot of people that work in there have a personal experience and have a reason to be so passionate about the charity. And I think it just shows an inside view.
What have you learned about us today, Hannah?
That you care so much about what you do, and that you're really passionate about your jobs, and that there's so many ambassadors, and that it just shows how much you're close together. And people think that charity is about raising money, but there's so much behind it, and that you work so hard.
What have you learned about why people's motivation for today, do you think?
I think as much as it's personal experience, I also think it's somebody's choice, so they might not even have a personal experience within something that Action for Children support, but they might just be passionate about helping younger children, or be passionate about just listening to someone. So I think a lot of it's personal experience, but I also think just having a passion for helping someone, I think, is the main reason as well.
And you've heard me talk about, and we've talked about some of the services we provide today, haven't we? So what was the one you may remember most, do you think, Joe, that you were really struck by, or the stories I told?
We have the stories of the schools, and a story we told of a 10-year-old boy that was an elective mute with 3 years work, and now he's looking to do well in his life.
He is, yes.
Gone to do A-levels.
Amazing story, yeah. The story of Cole, yes, exactly. What about you, Hannah? What really struck you?
The young carers was quite hitting, because you don't really realise how many young carers there are looking after their own parents or grandparents.
What about you, Jess? What did you like?
I think about the support you give to people with disabilities and then families as well, because I think a lot of people think that it's just if you have a disability you don't really have any help, if you know what I mean. But I think you see more when you're working with a charity, the fact that they give the families nights off, which can just keep a family together because it's incredibly stressful. I think you see more about what the charities do and help to just purely keep a family together under that situation. I think it just shows the passion that's actually in a charity, whereas you might not see that as much just from seeing an advert or a poster. Yeah,
it's getting under the skin of what we do, isn't it? Well, look, I'm going to say a huge thank you to the three of you for being my guinea pigs and being interviewed for Action for Children TV. It's been great to meet you. I'm delighted that at least one of you is going to be a young ambassador. Who knows, by the end of today we may have yet got more young ambassadors.